I had been seen wearing certain clothes, so I took them off and put them on him, and I had been wearing a hat, and he wore the hat, and it was like a full disguise, but now we've grown so lazy. So, how is everybody? Well, we can always, then if we move, we'll just fall off the edge, so I think this is the best. All right, well, actually, Matt, give me a hand. I feel like I'm going to fall.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Yeah, even you though.
So Matt, how's the show been going for you so far?
Yeah, I feel real positive things happening so far.
God, there's something weird poking into my chest.
Yeah, okay, tell us. Give me Matt's shoulders. You guys are getting off.
So many things I want to say. So this is my brother. We've known each other for, I don't even, 28 years? That's right, 28 years. That's not right, because Vicky and I, we're just celebrating our 27-year anniversary. I know I've known my brother longer than my girlfriend.
Might have been the 70s.
What do you want to talk about? That's Sasha. Sasha. Do you have any questions for Sasha? Who has a question for Sasha? Anybody have a question for Sasha? Yes, what's your question? The parents?
This was a question for Sasha. It's actually been a little bit of a juggling act because I always try to give my brother an impression that parents like him better because he gets a little bit sensitive. So this is actually something I have to talk to my parents about. And just be like, hey, look, when Misha's around, can you not always talk about the cool stuff that I'm doing? And actually they've been really cool about it, and I don't think that he has any ideas, so it's me.
So my favorite person. I used to be very jealous of him because we would take the bus. Every other weekend we would take the bus to go visit my dad. It was like a long bus ride. And he would always chat up on the bus. He's like 2 years younger than me, and I was always too nervous and introverted to talk to him. Sasha would always be, and we had these great bus rides where, you know, as young children, it was just the two of us on the company sort of busing across Western Mass to Boston. And we would always, about an hour and a half into the bus ride, get a little antsy, whatever. I was thinking, you know, when we started this, I was 7, I was 5, and then we aged on the bus as well. But we would fight on the bus, and I was bigger, and I was, you know, resentful of the fact that he didn't make friends on the bus, and so I would torture him. And he had a couple of defense mechanisms. One I still have scar tissue from, which is he grew fingernails, specifically for the purpose of clawing at my flesh. And the other defense mechanism that he had, which was very, very effective on the Englander bus line, was he would scream, this blood-curdling scream that would invariably cause the bus driver to pull off on the shoulder of the highway, come back, and separate us. So the Englander bus line enacted a policy that no 2 children under the age of 13 could travel unaccompanied on the Englander bus lines. That was kind of a special tip of the hat to us. And so we started buying one child, one adult ticket to work our way around the rules. And then we got a little bit older. I'm telling you now my entire life story. I hope that's okay. We got a little bit older, and we'd be at my dad's house in Boston. This is why, like, I remember maybe 12 or 13, or I was 12 or 13. We'd be like, Dad, you know what? It's Sunday morning. You know, you don't want to walk down the hill to the bus station with us. We got this. Why don't you give us the money? And then we'll go and get on the bus ourselves. So he would give us the cash to go buy bus tickets and head to Western Mass. And we would get on the on-ramp to Mass Pike and hitchhike home with our pockets stuffed full of like $13 a piece. That's how we navigated our parents' separation, literally. What else? Sash, when I was, let's see, when I was 15, I believe, I guess Sasha was 12, our house burned down. And it was like a pretty catastrophic fire. It was this like 1700s farmhouse in England, and the only thing that was really left of it was the sort of facade of the front of the house. So we could like open the front door, but then behind that was just nothing, everything was burned. And somebody was there with a video camera as the sort of smoldering ruins were still cooling off the next day. And we were kind of walking around, seeing if we could find anything. We came out the door, and it was me and Sasha sort of opening this door, video footage that shows the front of the house. And the person that was holding the camera said, are you guys okay? It seems like you lost everything. Is that part of it? And Sasha looked right at the camera. We have this footage. It was right at the camera. It says, yeah, it's and just so sweet and endearing. He said, the hardest thing is the cats. And I know. And the woman said, oh my God, we lost your cats. And I said, no, they made it. That's just a little humor for the cat puppers. Think about bodies. Okay. So, what do you guys want to talk about? New Jersey? Nothing?
When are you coming back?
Me? I know how this works. The people in the front are like, there are people on the wings who have questions for you. It's actually not my first convention.
Misha.
Hi.
And actually, question right here, I didn't think I actually get picked. And I
Oh,
was
oh.
you know,
Oh, so you wait. So it's like a lottery now, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of like you thought I'm not gonna get picked, so I'll just come up with some half-ass shitty question.
so I just wanted to say that I think you're an amazing human being, and you make me want to be a better person. My question is, what part of having previously filmed or that's coming up the next season, what's been the most challenging thing for you?
Sorry. So what's the worst part about working with Jared and Jensen? Well, we're like, okay. Hunker down, and I'll tell you. We had a rough day of shooting recently. So there's a new person working on the show. His name is Alex. He's great. He's very sweet. I think reminds us all of Misha 10 years ago. He still kind of has a naive, optimistic perspective of life. Still like at his core, I think believes that people are good. We're quickly chipping away at that show. And we had a scene where all four of us were in a scene a couple of days ago, and it was not going well by any stretch. They were doing the same kind of stuff that they used to do to me, to him. And seeing it from this vantage point, like how utterly abusive it really is. This poor guy is like really trying to do his best and wants to like, make the first impression, and he's just being, undermined at every turn. And it was so exhilarating for that not to be me that I couldn't help but join in. And so Nina, our director on that episode, she was the director for Richard's Baby, was directing the current episode. She's just amazing. She's just amazing. And she was like, okay, cut. And we were like halfway through a take. She said, cut. Okay, Jared, Jensen, Misha, you're wrapped. And we were like, wait a minute. We're not at all done with this scene. And she said, I don't care. Go home. And apparently, after that, he delivered an Emmy-worthy performance. It was just incredible. All of this emotion poured out of him. So anyway, I know from first-hand experience that working on set without the boys, like having somebody like Robin, our on-set props, reading the lines instead of Jared, for instance, is a godsend. So I can say the most challenging thing is just trying to do a scene with Jared. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good. My question is, what's your go-to joke? Like if someone asks you to tell a joke, what's your go-to?
So this guy always went toward his house. This is a dirty joke. So if there are kids here, this is a little bit off topic, okay? The guy opens the front door of his house on the porch and sees a snail. Bends over, picks up the snail, throws it into his room. 2 years later, he hears a knock at the door. He opens the door, same snail. The snail says, hey, what's that all about? Sometimes it takes about 2 years to get it. Very funny. Speaking of talent, so we weren't. So a few years ago, actually, beginning of these, when we first started doing the creation supernatural conventions, we had this thing on Saturday nights, which was the cocktail party. Everybody sat around tables and miserably waited for hours for actors to pop into their table for like 1 minute before they got ripped out. Everybody involved hated the process. And everyone was like, we gotta find a better way. There must be a better way. And so we spitballed a little bit, and Richard Bacon was like, we should do like a show kind of thing on Saturday nights. And everyone was like, yeah! And then we like every year we sort of like talk to the agent about what each person's responsibility is going to be for the next year. And so then it was like, okay, so the next year rolled around, and it turns out somehow Richard Spade's great idea of doing a show, and now suddenly it was falling on me. Misha was doing a show on Saturday nights by himself with no help from anybody. It was just like, you know what? Why don't we throw Misha to the wolves? And he can go fuck himself. Is exactly what it said in the paperwork. So I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with a talent show. So I did a talent show, and it was the worst thing that anybody ever experienced. It was awful. It was so bad that at one point I started getting people to come up and run their little talent things in parallel. So I was like, maybe if everybody does it at one stage with one simple somehow, that did not solve the problem. So, but somehow in those early days, I was like, there was this woman that came from the co-op, so I had to go, the dog did these tricks. Does anybody remember that? So I brought her on stage and showed her these incredible tricks. And I thought this was like a home run. And then they canceled immediately after that. They canceled the Misha set. Okay, like you're done. And then that's when my problem started coming on the thing and said special was born. From the ashes of my horrific showmanship arose this mighty phoenix that is what we have now for Saturday Night Special. And that woman, so backstage, everybody's always like, it's a running joke. They're always talking about patients tricks. Like, you know, there's a way to cut me down. There's a way to make me feel bad about myself. That's what they do. And she is the finalist in America's Got Talent. Totally educated, and those people who happen to be in that incredibly special city at one of America's rising talents, thanks to my great eye for talent. So not only do I tell some of the best jokes, but I'm a great talent scout. Don't record that part though, or if you do, just delete it with 2 things. Hi.
Hi, thank you for being an amazing angel, first I'd like to say. And
Thank you.
I would like to know what you enjoy most about your character.
No, I'm worried that without this wing is going to come out from behind stage and attack me.
You know, I don't know. I love that. I mean, Cass is this amazing combination of incredibly powerful, incredibly wise in some respects. Like, he's been around for thousands of years. He knows so much, and he understands. I think he understands like nuances about the fabric of the universe in ways that most of the characters on the show don't. And yet, he is truly and deeply dim-witted. And I love the oxymoronic combination of those 2 facets of his character. Yeah. Thank you. Hi. How's it going? Aces.
So a couple of days ago, you posted a video where you're in a designer jacket, like a really expensive one.
I did not.
Did?
Nope.
Yeah.
I did not do that.
Well, my question is why you were in that jacket.
Well, I wasn't, so in September on my lap. And I was horsing around, and almost immediately after putting the hands on, and I did something like this, and kind of like a weird, like, joke wrestle move. And they ripped from here all the way down. I was like, oh, oops. So that was super good. I don't know where to go with this. Yes. You'll find out, though. You will find out.
Thank you.
I don't know how to do the things with my mind, unfortunately. Why is it all wet? I know it's a lot of shit. Oh, but it's me saying something nice to you. I can't believe that. But that's just Photoshop. That's not real. I'm taking the Trump approach here. I'm just telling you a lie. And that's not really me. That's all CGI. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Um,
Age, super.
um,
Okay, next question.
my favorite thing to do with my parents is cooking. Like, what's their favorite thing to do with your kids?
What do you guys cook?
We like making pancakes and waffles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like making pancakes and waffles. Here's my problem with pancakes and waffles. I try not to eat something that's basically cake for breakfast, which is what pancakes and waffles are, if we're being honest with ourselves. Like, yeah, sure, comes out of the pan, looks like pancake. And then what do? You soak it in syrup until it's like sweet. It's basically like eating icing. And so I try not to eat that kind of stuff because when you're, in your late 20s, your body doesn't metabolize in the same way that it used to, so you can't really afford to eat like that. But my children love waffles. They love pancakes, and so I feel like, love it, I'll just do it. And then when I do that, I eat a waffle too every time. So I have this push and pull with pancakes and waffles and my children. And usually the pancakes and waffles win.
Some do say waffles are pancakes with abs.
That really helps me rationalize a lot of waffles. Yesterday morning we had waffles, and I got up early and I made the batter. And I'm the cook in the house, so my wife is not. She's never really cooked, and because I like to cook, she feels self-conscious about cooking, and I'm also like a judge on brick, so she feels self-conscious about cooking, and so she really doesn't do it very much. And when she does, she's always afraid that she's going to screw something up, and then that makes her screw something up. So anyway, I went for a run early, but I made the waffle batter, turned on the waffle, and I cleaned off the oil, butter, and I set a little can of like compressed coconut oil spray next to it, like I just laid it all out, so it couldn't screw up. And then I came back and the smell opened the front door, and the smell of waffles. And then just as I got into the kitchen, the little bell came saying that the waffles were ready. And then there? She's like, no, I thought you already put it there. That's why it was there. You already put it on. And kids picked up on Vicky like being so disappointed that she had screwed up the waffles. And they were like, no, I love it that way. That's how I prefer it that way. It's the sweetest thing. So sweet. They're getting to the age now, my kids, are getting to the age where they're becoming really sweet. My daughter has always been sort of pretty sickeningly saccharine, but my son went through a phase where it's like, oh, is he gonna, accidentally kill somebody? But he's getting so sweet now. Today is, let me see if I can tell the story about too long. Today is my son's birthday. He turned 7 now. Yes, I did 7 years. And I felt very bad about the fact, because this is the first year he's really gotten excited about it, and he's going to ask me about the birthday party. I felt really bad about the fact that I wasn't going to be there for his birthday. So I went kind of all in on doing the birthday party for him last weekend. And what he wanted to do for his birthday, we have discovered in our, this is a long story, guys, I'm sorry, I hope you're comfortable. We discovered in our house that there had been pirates. At some point, we have an old house, about 100 years old. We discovered that at some point in the attic, there were pirates. They hid treasure, real diamonds. Probably, we estimated from what we found, more than $20 million worth of pirates. Giant diamonds, about as big as maybe a golf ball. Made out of something that looks remarkably like plastic, but they're actually diamonds. And so, this has been a source of tremendous excitement, except for the children, the door to the attic is in their bedroom, and now they're afraid of their own bedroom and can't go to sleep because they think that there are pirates still there. So now I have this whole mythology about how no, for sure there's no pirates have actually set foot in North America in the last 75 years. And then we went into the other part of the attic, which is off my bedroom, and we found this note. The note was from a guy named Sir Ian Drake. Sir Ian Drake was not a pirate. And he also hid some treasure. So there was a lot of excitement about treasure going on. And so Wes wanted to do a treasure hunt for his birthday. And what the note had said, I had hidden treasure all over this bay. We live on Bellingham Bay in Washington. And I just thought, like, all right, that opens up a lot of opportunities. Down the road, we can deal with finding stuff that I can't figure out where to hide right now. Anyway, on his birthday, he wanted to go on a bike ride around the bay with all his friends on a treasure hunt. And so we went on a bike ride. We found, amazingly, we found all kinds of clues. I was on the train talking to Vicky about the plan of the birthday party. I got really into it. And I was like, oh, no, we can say. I was on the phone on the train, talking kind of loudly on my headset. We can have, like, we can say, there's a message in the third branch of the little sapling in the front yard. And then the kids want to figure out, wait a minute, that sapling is now a giant tree. This was 100 years ago. And this woman turned around in her seat, she just went. This 70-year-old woman just glared at me, and I was like, oh my God, that asshole was like talking so loud on his cell phone. I was like, sorry. And then I went back to her talking quietly. And then about 20 minutes later, I was off the phone, and she turned around and she said, I'm sorry, I just want to tell you, I was not glaring at you. I just thought what you were talking about sounded so interesting. Were you writing a screenplay? So anyway, we had a lot of fun with it. Found treasure all over the bay. The kids were so excited. And then there was a big treasure trove of this like box like this, filled with all these incredible coins, going back hundreds and hundreds of years, each one of them. And they looked remarkable. stopped off at the drop-in center, and the kids were in the minivan, and they were like looking out the window, and I took this thing, and I went up to it. There's a small group of homeless people standing together, and I said, "Can you guys do me a favor? My kids think this is real treasure, and they wanted to give it to the people at the drop-in center, but you just act like it's real treasure for a second, and also I did put some real money in here." And they were very sweet about it. Where I go, my kids were very able to tell me. That's gonna go really badly. All right, thanks for the talk.
It sounds like you're doing an amazing job with your kids. They seem really kind.
They're ready to make it sweet. Yeah. Hi.
Thank you. This is the best day ever.
Thank you for making it the best day ever.
And I was wondering if past switch bodies with anybody, like any other character, who would it be and what would that date be like?
What would the what be like?
What would that date be like or cast with another person? Like what would happen?
Wait, did you say dates or day?
Day.
I got super confused with your hypothetical.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get picked. Maybe the Apollo, because I always wanted to have Sam and Dave Riley. Not really. Well, I think that in my life, probably Spanish would be the most useful language to learn. I have like rudimentary construction Spanish that I picked up doing construction work. So I can manage to communicate a remarkably large number of things with construction Spanish. Or at least I think I can communicate with something. And then I speak a little bit of Russian. But my Russian is очень плохо. I used to speak pretty, like I used to be able to have a conversation in Russian, but it's kind of atrophy. I haven't spoken Russian in a long time. I like the idea of learning Chinese. My kids are learning Chinese. And it's pretty cute. That reminds me of the story. So, I'm sorry, this is like tangent city today. So, my daughter, what did you just say, Kristen? Yeah. Someone said, oh yeah, today. So, my daughter was very tired. When she gets very tired, she can be very frustrated because she can just like be inconsolable. It can be a situation where there's nothing you can do right. And she'll be like, I want my pacifier. And you can be like, there's your pacifier. And she'll go, you pointed at my pacifier. No, I can't touch it. It's like a real lose situation. So, we were coming out of this like burger and fry place, and there was this little outdoor seating area, and I was like, oh, Mason, we gotta go home, it's time to go. And we were around in the corner, and there was this gaggle of girls who were all like, oh my god, Misha Collins! And they all were like, can we take pictures? Yeah, fucking run, yeah, go for it, run. And then Mason just stopped right there in front of them on the sidewalk. She crumpled to her knees, and she was like, I want to go! I was like, I know, honey. I want to go. Let's go. And she said, no! I want to go! I said, I do too. Let's go, please. And the girl's like, what a weird family dynamic we have. And then What language do you want to learn?
Probably French.
Probably French.
Or Italian, because that's two places that are most likely to go.
I think that's wise. You know, the nice thing about French is it's lingua franca. Nobody knows what that means. Now the lingua franca really is English, right? Does anyone know that term? Can anyone fact check me on that term? I think lingua franca means like the language of the world, because at a certain point in the 1800s, now to school you, French was the language, the universal language. So if you wanted to learn a language that other people didn't know as well, you learn French. But now that language has become English. Like English is the most common universal language. So ironically, now you can say that English is the lingua franca. Thank you for allowing me to prove myself right. Excellent. Good choice. Or you can get an app to translate that and skip the whole learning anything business. It's a waste of time. Great. Hi.
Hi. I want to know what was your favorite, if you playing, when you just came?
What? Is this a when Harry met Sally question? Where are you going with this? Oh, you're making me very nervous. I usually don't fake it, if that's what you're asking. Started to show.
When you just started Supernatural, the cast that you play now, the Leviathans, or when you played Lucifer?
Great. Oh, which one did I like to play with? Okay. What did I like best when I first came? When I came all over the show, what? I don't understand. You know, we haven't had that scene. We should have that scene in the show. The scene where Cass like walks in on people populating and he's like, Dean. Sam. I mean, I have to say that Cass is my favorite. Of that? Cass. Regular, boring, old, socially awkward.
Hi. Thank you.
Thank you.